Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey. We got Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Also every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. You would think as many times as I've said that I've been and memorized it by now, but sometimes my words escape me at times. Appreciate everybody chiming in. LTBB in the building once again, man, giving you guys the best of sports talk radio. Look, man, follow Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. We on the gram. It's not hard. We on IG.
At all.
Put in Let the Ball Bounce, man. You'll find us. LetTheBallBounce@gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the sports talk radio show, man. It makes no sense for you to have a commercial on the actual station, on the show, mentioned multiple times so people can patronize your business, man. Let us know, man. LetTheBallBounce@gmail.com, and also on Twitter. Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Yeah, man. We active. I know Cali is active, but Vegas is active.
Yeah.
Vegas is super active, man.
A day.
And it's hot outside, man.
And it's hot.
Boy, it is hot. I seen the devil selling lemonade over there off of D.
D in Jackson?
In Jackson.
Oh! What kind was he selling?
I don't know. I ain't stopped.
That kiwi.
It was actually
strawberry lemonade.
It was actually people in mind. Wow, man. What can we say?
We know it was coming.
And to all of you people who grew up here in Vegas,
right?
Shame on you for saying this isn't the same sun as it was when I was a kid.
Huh?
We actually have people saying that. This ain't the same sun that it was. Man, let me tell you something. When we was kids, half of us didn't want to be in the house, and we would subject ourselves to do anything but be up
inside.
Under mom's,
watching
my
stories.
Dukes. We didn't want to be that.
I'm not watching those stories.
I'm not watching the stories.
I'm not watching Young and the Restless, dog.
Look, if you was at my grandma's house, man, she woke you up at 4:30.
Yikes.
Not PM, no. AM. She didn't believe in allowing you to sleep.
Yes.
If you didn't have a job.
Know all about it.
And she made us go outside.
Yes.
If we wanted to get something to drink, then I'm gonna just throw this out there. And it's not neglect or anything.
No.
She said, don't keep opening up my door, letting that good AC run in and out. That's the bottom line.
Running up my light bill.
That part. If you thirsty, grab that young water hose.
Yeah. And that was the best water ever.
And have some of that cold faucet water.
So good. It was
Period.
So good.
Yeah.
Period. You can come in
and get that hose like this here. Boy.
You could come in and grab something to eat, but don't take no food out of this house trying to feed the entire neighborhood. I'm telling you, it was like a code, because all grandparents or, people who watched us they all live by the same. They ain't all related, but they live by that same code.
Yeah.
Wasn't no sleeping late in our house.
Period.
No.
None.
No. Better get your sup.
Yeah.
Granny, can I spend the night? Boy,
something.
Don't even ask me.
That's always something to
Better
do.
clean something.
And on the weekend, there was always something to do.
What?
So it's been this hot in Vegas. Right now it's about 116. And it's early. We still got about another
2 months. 2 months.
6 to 8 weeks of this heat daddy that's out there.
Easily. Easily that, though.
The heat daddy.
Easily.
The heat daddy.
And ladies, if your man gets home from a hard day's work, and one of the first things that he does when he gets in the house is not take a shower, he don't love you. It's too hot. Them thighs and
yeah, man.
The juices get to moving together. You just get. Sometimes you can find yourself in Vegas taking 2 or 3 showers a day, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta stop back by the house. After I've been out the house for about 3 or 4 hours, I'm probably gonna get in the shower again.
That friction is not.
It's not a cool look.
I need a change of clothes like Diana Ross did when she was with the Supreme. I need about 7-8 outfits.
Not a cool look at all.
Shame on you grandparents out there who force your kids to go outside and not leave the house ashy. And when you don't have lotion, you make them use Blue Magic.
And when you came in at night,
oh my God,
smelling like wet puppies, get your arse in that bathtub,
boy.
Smelling like a cocker spaniel. Run up in here smelling like Lassie.
Rin Tin Tin. Old Yeller.
Cujo.
Oh,
What are you doing?
yeah.
Look, man.
Fido.
Find yourself some shade here in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're in California and you're complaining that there's a heat wave at 87 degrees, you might as well unfriend me.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even want to hear it. Not interested.
My daughter did that. I said, what are you doing? She said, it's hot, Dad. I said, well, I said, you okay? She's like, yeah, it's just hot. I said, how hot is it? She said, I don't know. Let me look at my phone.
Oh.
And she said, it's 87 degrees. I said,
Girl,
That
bye.
is picnic weather.
Girl,
We outside.
I
See ya.
said, girl, bye.
We chilling. That's
Ooh,
tough, man.
Wish we did have 87
87.
right now. Out here. Ooh. Beautiful thing.
87 is good weather.
So get in the shade. Get some water. Stay hydrated. Not drink juice.
No.
Not drink soda.
No.
Water.
No Tampico.
Get water. Stay hydrated.
Not that thick.
The good Minute Maid fruit
thick.
punch.
That
Boy.
thick
Ooh, that
stuff
did not
there.
last in the house.
Man,
Minute Maid fruit punch didn't last in the house, bro.
Tampico was so thick.
Boy, clog your throat. That slush. That old slush.
I used to buy the peach mango,
Oh,
but it was so thick.
boy, it was like
to add water to that.
Burr rabbit syrup and Pepto mixed
Burr-
together.
Look, stay hydrated, my friends. Please. Please. It makes no sense for you to be in Vegas right now not staying hydrated. We appreciate everybody chiming in, man. Follow us at Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, man. We got the hottest sports talk page on Facebook, man.
Yes, sir.
I can't even, you know what? I had to go through my Facebook and start deleting other sports groups because I can't focus
No focus.
on hours if
Right.
I do that.
It's no focus.
And Let the Ball Bounce has the best.
Yeah.
I value people's opinions there.
Yeah.
And so there was a post, and sometimes we throw up posts to keep things that go on in the world active, and things need to be talked about. Because if you're my brethren,
Yeah.
and I can sit here and talk to you about your Dodgers or your Braves,
Yeah.
and we consider ourselves friends, I kind of want to know how you think a little bit,
Sure.
so I can move accordingly.
Yeah.
Gauge the temperature.
And so KB put up a post earlier this week of a white family mocking the black family at Disneyland when they had the big fight and blowout there.
Yeah.
Here's my take on it. If you don't like being mocked, stop doing things to get mocked about.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have to take accountability for the things that we do, though, first.
Off the top.
We shouldn't be at any place, let alone Disneyland. Come on.
Yeah.
They fighting in front of the small world. Really? Come on, man.
In front of small
But
world.
we're out there acting an ass though.
Yeah.
But get mad when somebody mocks us.
Yeah. Can't do that.
I'm not condoning what they did. Bottom line. But come on, man.
It's there's a level of personal responsibility
Say it again.
that must be taken. We cannot get upset when folks don't respect or when they disrespect.
Because I have one thing to say
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to interject one thing. Because they've been doing that ever to us.
Yeah, forever. But
The
my thing
blackface-
is we can't be.
Yeah.
Well, the blackface I think is something totally different when we talking about that they just did that just to be spiteful. Blackface was just something that was just spiteful.
Well, you could say what they did was to be spiteful too. though.
It was, but it was a reaction to an action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did that because this happened. They did blackface just because it was blackface. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be a level of personal responsibility that we as a race, as a culture, must take before we can go off on tangents, getting upset when pink folks treat us
Pinkies.
how they do.
It's pinky.
And they've been doing it for a long time.
And they've been doing it for a real long time. Which lets me know that we've been disrespecting ourselves for a real long time.
Yeah.
And it must stop.
Yeah.
When is it gonna stop? Because I know we've been saying it for 10 years.
We've been saying it for 10 years. But I really don't know when it's going to stop,
Yeah,
bro.
It's
I
sad.
don't.
That's sad.
I don't. I really, really don't. We can say, oh, you know, they shouldn't be doing this and this, that, and the third. But when are we going to take personal responsibility?
Not to act in a manner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When?
I mean, because right now, the emotional state of everybody in this country is at a high.
Yeah.
On anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
On anything.
Oh, absolutely. Sensitive. It's
on anything.
It's sensitive right now.
And that's with relatives and that's with people that you don't know.
Yeah.
You see it all the time.
Yeah.
We saw it at Disneyland. Those are relatives.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it's such at an all-time high to where when we ask when can it stop or when is it or when will it stop, man, who knows? Because if this country is at that level right now, I don't see an end to it.
Yeah.
I don't see an end.
It's tough, man.
I don't see people just walking away
Right.
and not it's going to happen again.
Sure.
Will it be a black family? Will it be a white family?
Right, we don't know.
You know, we've seen white families, you know,
They
do
do,
the same
it
thing.
all the
Yeah.
time
Yes.
at football
yes.
games.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Baseball games, all
Yes. You know, so yeah, I agree. You know, we have to do better. We have to really have a forward thinking about that stuff when we're out in public like that. Because, you know, I got into something similar to that in January at my granddaughter's
birthday party.
Yeah.
I remember you telling
You know.
us
Yeah.
about that.
That's
We're
crazy.
there waiting for the party to come out. My son is holding the cupcakes
Wow.
for my granddaughter's birthday.
Wow.
Some white dude comes out, looks at my son, and act like he's gonna knock him out his hand.
Yeah.
Then he asks him, what are those? My son said, why?
Wow.
Well, I was gonna knock him out of your hand.
Wow.
And I said, you won't get away with it. I guarantee you that.
You won't make it up out of here.
You made him a promise that he couldn't refuse.
Yeah. I got an offer for you.
Yeah. I guarantee you won't get away with it.
You ain't making it up.
I can't tell you what you're
of...
not gonna do, but I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that.
Yeah. I know what my reaction will be to your action.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Look, man, we're here to give you guys sports, but at the same time, man, we have to talk to you about real life.
Real
man.
life, man. That's
Real life. I mean, we got a petition. We got people lined up from here to Chattanooga, Tennessee, trying to storm Area 51.
Stupid.
Boy, stop.
Man, if y'all don't cut it, please cut it out.
Y'all do know those military folks, right?
Please cut it out.
But we don't want to storm. We don't want to storm the courts.
Huh.
When they found the officers in Eric Gardner case innocent. Basically, they didn't do nothing wrong.
It was all good.
We ain't trying to storm and do that though.
Yeah. How about this? They ain't trying to storm to these job fairs.
Yikes! Because the last job fair I knew of was at Pearson Center, and I know people who work at the Pearson Center.
There was nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up. I said, well, everybody in Vegas must have a job.
Yeah, everybody good.
But if you if you go down on Owens, no, everybody don't.
No.
So why do I have at least 15 people in the past month asking for chippers? Come on, man.
It's tough, man. Yeah. Stormtroopers. Yeah. Storm these good job fairs.
Look,
man,
I come from a family that worked.
Yeah, man.
And I just wouldn't feel right if I wasn't working.
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't feel right.
And it is unfortunate.
Yeah.
We have to stop paying attention to 45. Like, if you give him no attention, 45 can go on a tweet right now that absolutely makes no sense. And we get upset.
And it'll get shine.
Yeah.
And the same people who are upset are the same people who didn't vote.
Yeah, that's tough. The nerve. The absolute unmitigated gall. If you don't cut it out.
How can we complain, man, and we're not out putting our feet to the pavement?
How you mad and you didn't vote, though? You can't be. Like, that's so oxymoronic, bro. Like, I'm mad at the president and who's in office and the people that he chose to help lead the country, but I didn't vote. Then shut up. How about that? How about shut up? I don't want to hear you complaining.
And
not interested.
If you haven't known about this guy since he's been in office, everything he's doing is nothing new.
It's tough, man.
His disrespect to Mexicans, blacks, women is nothing new.
Old news, dog.
Quit being outraged at that.
Old news, dog.
Quit being outraged.
And there is no excuse because they're allowing felons to vote.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's happening. A beautiful thing, I must say.
Yeah.
A beautiful thing, I must say. If somebody is willing to get their life back on track, turn their life around for the better, I think he or she should be allowed to cast a vote.
Yeah.
I totally believe that.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a ex-felon that you know that's a criminal and a dude in a suit pretending to be righteous? What's the difference?
So let me ask you this. What are we going to do outside of balling our fists up and being angry. What are we gonna
and
do
not
outside
throwing
of
nan punch?
What are we gonna do outside of that though?
Yeah. None. But keep doing that. Looking foolish. Stop it, man. Time to cut the crap. Be what you say you about, man.
Be the change you want to be, man.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Be the change that you want to be. Period. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We are here to talk about some good, interesting sport topics, man. And one that we're about to talk about right now is sports comparisons.
I like it. I see where this is going already, and I love it. Dan Wilson, we see you, bros.
Sports comparisons. Because we can wrap it all around and bring it into real life too.
I'm gonna tag Dan Wilson so he knows what we're getting ready to discuss.
But look at the comparisons.
Yeah.
And who they're comparing. They're comparing greats on top of greats on top of greats.
Yeah.
Like they're bums.
Yeah.
And we know what it's about. It's about slandering somebody that you don't like.
Yeah. Simple and plain, man.
Before we dive in,
go ahead.
C-Matt said a black man vote means nothing. How do I know? The value of a black man's life means nothing in America, and that's absolutely true.
True.
I believe on the second part right there.
True.
I believe that our life isn't as valued as others may be.
Well, you can look at the laws and the policies in this country.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that's
right.
All the years that we've been voting, has anything changed?
Set in stone, brother.
And I'm gonna take it a step further because I'm a little bit more on the mental behavior health side. Okay, before I even could get a license, I already was afraid to get pulled over by the police, and I ain't even have a car.
How about I'm an officer and I'm still afraid to get pulled over?
Right. How about at a young age, fear and uncertainty of how long I was going to make it made me not think longer than 5-7 years of my life when other kids don't have those same worries. So they're able to think freely. See, at a young age, black men, black kids aren't able to think freely. I'm gonna say it one more time. It was hard for us kids to think freely. What do you want to be when you grow up? I couldn't really think freely because certain job titles and stigmas was already put on me, and from seeing made me feel that it was going to be impossible to even make it or achieve that dream. That is where the mind control takes over.
Didn't know if I'd be around to see it. My dream come to fruition.
The famous scene in Malcolm X, when the teacher asked him what he wanted to be, goes all the way back then.
Wow.
And when we start thinking outside the box, they trying to put us right back in there. No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just trying to keep us in the box.
Yeah, that's what you need to be.
But some of us black folks out there walking around with the in the box mentality though. Don't even want to come out of don't even want to do a picky boot.
Yeah.
Won't even peek around the corner out of the box. We're so worried about hurting each other, man, and looking good while doing it. It makes no sense.
Sad stuff.
Why we all can't win?
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
You got to be the biggest winner, though.
Yeah.
which takes us into the conversation we're about to have.
That's tough.
Sport debates. Why are we sports comparisons?
Yeah.
Why are we comparing LeBron to a Kobe? They play two different positions. They played all semi in the same era.
We'll call them same era. They're same era.
Right?
Same era.
To Jordan.
Yeah.
To Larry Bird. To Magic.
Kareem.
Yeah. Wilt.
Yeah.
The logo.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Right?
I call it the Madden era. This is the Madden era. Everything has a number attached. Our good friend Dan Wilson, and you know I love you, bro, but I gotta blast you out on this one, bro, because it was a horrible thing that you did.
What do you do?
So on the NBA 2K20 game, you know how they give, your number.
Yeah.
Rating.
Your rating. Your rating.
Right. I'm not a gamer, so
Me either.
I haven't played since I
got
was
a
maybe
PlayStation.
19.
I think I played it 3 times since I got it 3
I think
years
the
ago.
last time I played, I had a Nintendo 64.
God, dog.
I was in college. And I had completed a full season on Ken Griffey Baseball. I went 142-20 en route to a World Series championship with my drafted team. That's enough about me.
Right. That was back when they called short shorts Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes, yeah.
They don't call them that anymore.
Yeah, early 2000s. Anyway, he put up the comparison with these cartoon characters, bro. It was a cartoon character because some dudes that probably don't even take in the sport gave Kawhi Leonard the exact same rating as LeBron. They both had the same exact rating. And he then went on to say, this is why I say Kawhi Leonard is overrated.
Just that statement alone.
Sir.
Something attached to a game.
Sir. Kawhi Leonard is just coming off a historical playoff run. And when I say historical, I mean he was hurt the entire time.
Yeah.
The entire playoff. Kawhi Leonard is playing hurt.
Yeah, not much lift, not a lot of
speed. No real lift, no real quickness. He can't really get to his spots like he want to. Historical. This past season, he averaged 27 points a game. Now, some would say, well, he already went to a team that won 50 plus games. Well, we've seen this movie played out before with the Toronto Raptors. They get to the second round and they implode. We've seen this before. So it's not like we were expecting anything different without Kawhi.
Right.
We would have been looking at the exact same thing had Kawhi not been on the team. I think we can all touch and agree on that. But in walks Kawhi Leonard. And I'm pretty sure that Greg Popovich is highly pissed with himself that he traded Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors.
Well,
the ego.
I think if he traded him to any team
in
that East, they were going to do the exact same thing that they just did, win a title.
The ego.
Bro, the dude came off of a historical playoff run.
Put him on that Bucks team. Gotcha. Put him on that Philly team. Gotcha.
Come on, dog.
Stop it.
You don't think if you take Ben Simmons off that Philly team and put Kawhi on it, they win? What? He elevates them tenfold.
Yeah.
Take Ben Simmons off of that team and put Kawhi on it. The same team that just gave Ben Simmons, who can't shoot the ball at all,
I shoot better than him.
$170 million is what they just did. Now, to in your words, Bill, if they give it to him, he must be worth it.
They thought he was worth
They
it.
thought he was worth it. But if you swap Ben Simmons and Kawhi Leonard, put Ben Simmons on that Toronto team, put Kawhi on the Philly team. How far them Raptors going with Ben Simmons, bro?
So if and James may say not any team. So you telling me that if Kawhi didn't play on that Bucks team, they wouldn't have?
Bruh.
Hold on. We just talked about Philly. That's two teams.
Yeah.
Who else made the playoffs over there?
Boston.
If he played on that Boston team, they wouldn't have been dope.
They'd have still been formidable. I'm not sure about winning a championship, but they would have been formidable though.
I think that Boston team would have probably won it.
Really?
With
Really?
Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi.
Yeah. I mean, but he's overrated though. I really don't understand.
In one man's mind, which means that means nothing. Let's move on.
Chicago didn't make the playoffs.
But here's my thing though.
In one man's mind.
I want to know where the logic comes from. You can't use a cartoon character as your logic. You can't use a video game as your logic. So the John Madden ratings just came out as well. 4 dudes got 99 ratings. 4, right? Aaron Donald, Nuke Hopkins, Bobby Wagner, and who was the other one? Dog it.
Saquon Barkley.
No, it wasn't Saquon.
Saquon.
But anyway, I don't believe that Bobby Wagner is a 99 guy in real life. That don't mean he can't play football though.
Right.
That don't mean the dude not dope.
And why do we care? It's a game, man.
Like it's a video game, dog.
And it's a lot of players upset over their ratings too.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit upset, bro.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, who I absolutely love as a wide receiver.
Pissed.
He is hot about it. I mean, they tweeting about these ratings, bro, on a video game. So this is what I want from those guys. How about stay healthy during the season, Keenan Allen? Because you known for getting hurt, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
No.
Let's keep it a buck. Look, I absolutely love Keenan Allen, but you known for getting hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck. Don't get mad about your rating when you can't stay healthy.
Yeah, and I look at injuries like this. Sometimes those injuries are just it's part of the game.
Yeah,
we already know
absolutely.
it's part of the game.
No question.
You know,
no doubt.
Now, if you continually,
yes,
always
over
injured,
and over again, yeah, you
then,
habitually hurt.
Yes, you know.
So why are we continuing to?
Your twin is the injury bug.
Yeah.
Why are we continuing to compare?
I don't know, man.
Like, and it gets people really revved up. Oh, nah, man.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
It's simple to me. When they start comparing, they're comparing against a player that they don't like.
Yeah. And that's
simple.
Tough.
Kobe and Kawhi, the 2-letter K's. This dude does not like them.
Yeah.
He don't like them, man.
And our good buddy Demetrius Hunter.
Oh.
He don't like Scottie Pippen either.
No,
because to compare Andre Iguodala and say him and Scottie Pippen are the same dude is utter disrespect to Scottie Pippen, bro.
Comparing Scottie Pippen to Andre Iguodala is highly disrespectful.
Don't do that. Because what you're doing is you're acting as though you didn't watch Scottie Pippen play basketball.
And when he did, he was hating on him the whole time.
Yeah.
Had to.
He didn't like him.
Had to.
Come on, Nuke.
He didn't like him.
Why
not? Come on, Nuke.
I don't know.
The man did everything for your team to help you win.
Yes, he did.
He rebound.
Yeah.
He bring the ball up court.
He was the facilitator for the team.
He facilitate. He shoot threes good. He had a high field goal percentage. He was the best defender.
Khalil Mack was the other one.
Yeah,
Khalil Mack.
He was the best defender.
I don't understand. So what you're telling me is Andre Iguodala's MVP, which could have easily been LeBron James MVP in a losing effort. What you're telling me,
they won't talk about that.
That elevates or puts Andre Iguodala on the same level as the best perimeter defender we've ever seen.
How many first teams did Scottie Pippen have?
Scottie Pippen had 8 first team All NBA. Oh no, eight All NBA selections. 10 All Defensive selections. Andre Iguodala, 2 All NBA defensive selections.
Deuce Daddy.
0 All NBA selections. 0, none.
Donut hole. The real
Donut
DH.
Daddy.
So if we're going off of that, and we haven't even seen either one. Let's just say we talking to Stevie Wonder. He hadn't seen any of them play basketball before, and we say, hey Stevie, Scottie Pippen had 10 all defensive team selections, be it first, second, or third team, and 8 all NBA selections, be it first or second team. Andre Iguodala, 2.
Yeah.
Who was the better basketball player? Even Stevie was saying,
Steve Land Wonder.
you know what? I think we gonna go with go with Scotty, and then he gonna play as harmonica.
Scotty.
What are we talking about here?
But we doing a lot of comparison to whack stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's to throw slander. It's to throw shade. We already.
I don't understand
but
it, bro.
I don't understand it either.
I don't get it, man. And shout out D Hunt. He done been on the show. He done rocked with us before. He said some outlandish stuff that day too. But we forgive him. We still love him. But come on, dog. To compare him to Robert Horry.
Come on, dog.
That's disrespectful, bro.
And big ups to Robert Horry. I met and talked to Robert Horry during Summer League. They did a parents forum on how to conduct yourselves as parents.
Why do we have to do that?
At the Summer League.
Why do we have to
when
do
your
that?
kids are playing?
Why do we have to do that?
We'll talk about that.
Why do we have to have a symposium?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
On parent conduct.
Yeah.
In 2019.
And it was good. It was good.
Yikes.
But we need to have a symposium on stop comparing old with the new. Let me tell you something, man.
The man said it's 10 Scottie Pippens in the league right now.
Who?
That's what he said.
Name 3.
10.
Name 3.
He said 10.
Okay, name 5 that is in the could be argued.
He said 10.
Nah, man.
10. He said Scottie Pippen.
If Scottie Pippen played in today's era, would he be able to do some of the same things?
Sure
I'll ask that.
Sure he would.
Sure
would he be
especially
a top tier
offensively?
Would he be a top tier defender?
Come on,
sure.
Man. Come on, man. Andre Iguodala was deemed a top tier defender. Or we'll let's go Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, one of the best two-way players in the league. Deemed that. Deemed a great on-ball defender. Deemed a great defender, period.
Paul George.
But we talking Kawhi Leonard. Held LeBron James to a whopping 30 points a game on better than 50% shooting.
Boy.
Now, when I saw Scotty play, he locked stuff up. Meaning you ain't scoring the basketball.
And whatever you average, you may get half.
Yeah.
Joe Dumars was that type of guy,
yes.
too.
He ain't just finna let you run free. Joe Dumars, that was his passion.
Let me tell you something. If you are in 2019 a great defender and you're going up against a LeBron James in the playoffs and the man is still getting 30 plus.
Come on, family.
I mean, there may have been key times in the games where you made stops.
Yeah.
But overall, LeBron still did what he wanted to do.
And shot better than 50%.
Anybody, for that matter.
It's tough, man.
He shot better
than
50%.
Better than 50. Like that's.
But he averaged 53%. Okay.
All right. That's cool. Like we have to, if we're going to argue a point, we have to learn how to. No, we got to learn that too. But we got to learn how to bring everything in its totality.
Yeah.
We can't dismiss things or leave things out or what's the word I'm looking for? Omit.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot omit vital key information.
Okay, you know who I would compare a Iguodala to somebody old school?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm wrong, but just thinking about it right now, it kind of fits the mold. Cooper. Michael Cooper.
Okay.
Good defender.
Sure. Solid.
Great team defender.
Sure.
Hit key shots when you passed it to him in the corners here and there.
Passing lanes. Yeah, absolutely.
And had longevity in his career.
Sure. Yeah. I'm with that.
Michael Cooper.
I'm with that.
There you go. Andre Iguodala.
I'm with that.
Today's version of Michael Cooper.
I'm with that.
Not today's version of a better Scottie Pippen.
No.
Huh?
No.
But I'm not even. I'm on the level that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop comparing.
Yeah.
Andre Iguodala is him.
Sure
Yes.
he is.
His career speaks for itself.
Sure.
Once you want to start comparing, we can start omitting, like you said, Goose, and adding to whatever we want to try to make our argument, valid, so to speak.
Right.
But at the end of the day, each man who's played in the NBA, his career speaks for himself.
Because they never.
And you can't take it away.
You can't. You can't take it away.
Yeah.
They never want to give Wilt Chamberlain his props. This man scored 100 points in the game. What big man today has scored 100 points?
Not one.
Okay.
But you know what they say about that.
Those
dudes is only 6'4" and 6'5".
That's his fault?
Play against your era, dog.
But is that his fault?
Not at all.
It's Emmitt's fault that he had a good offensive line, though.
Play against your era.
It's Emmitt's fault that he had a good offensive line. Oh, he wouldn't have done what he did. Man, stop.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have.
Emmett was good.
Oh, there you go.
Emmett was a really good running back.
There you go.
Emmett was really good. Mickey Jr. says LeBron James would abuse Scottie Pippen. LeBron is too strong and athletic for Pippen.
I don't know about abuse.
Pippen could hold LeBron to 28. I think we forget just how strong Scottie Pippen was. Are we forgetting that?
And long.
Length.
The man had a 6'7" wingspan.
He ran the floor just like LeBron did.
Yeah, 7'6".
It does. I think we forget.
7'6".
7'6" wingspan.
While I think LeBron would get his, it wouldn't necessarily be easy. I don't think it'd be easy. I don't think LeBron would abuse Scottie.
I think he's talking about as far as the size that they are and the pure strength that LeBron. Because we've seen even in summer league where people just go into the whole body,
just bullying, right. But I think Scottie's strength kind of gets overlooked. Like we look at his body and assume he's not strong.
No,
Scottie Pippen was a strong dude, bro.
Strong.
Scottie Pippen was really strong, bro.
He was a strong guy, but in the strength department and the athleticism department, I think LeBron.
Oh yeah, I think he's
a few notches above him.
Absolutely,
not
here to dismiss that. No way.
And at the end of the day, in this league, which stars shut down any stars?
Right.
That don't happen. They are going to get theirs. Nobody's going to just be, D
Hunt say he calling in. He trying to call in.
Who?
D Hunt say he trying to call in. We want to talk to D Hunt,
okay.
Man.
We
want to talk to D Hunt.
Michael Cooper, Andre Iguodala.
Yeah. I'll go with that. But not.
They similar.
We
the style of play.
We can't
like Andre Iguodala is pissing me off for having AI as his name. Like you're. That's why they had to ship him out of Philly. Like you're not AI.
You're not that AI.
You're not that AI.
AI, yeah.
You're not that AI. So, I mean, although Andre Iguodala in 2019 is he's a good role player.
He's a solid player for your basketball team.
Yeah, that's what he is.
That's what he is.
He's a good role player.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
but Scottie wasn't your average role player.
No.
He was like the Batman to Robin.
Yeah,
like
he wasn't average.
Like
bro.
he just wasn't average. Role players on that Chicago Bulls team were people like Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Jason McCaffrey.
But that was a role player. Luke Longley, role player. Bill Cartwright, role player. John Paxson, role player.
Those are role players.
Stacey King,
role player.
Role player. Scott.
Role player.
What was his last name?
Burrell.
Yeah.
Nah.
Scott Williams.
Scott Williams.
Role
and
player.
Scott Burrell.
Role player.
Yeah.
Jason Caffey.
Yeah.
Role player.
Yeah.
Those were role players. People come off the
BJ
bench.
Armstrong.
Definitely a role player.
But when you have another person on the same floor, on the same team, who can put up just as many points as the main dude, I think your roles kind of switch a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's not act like Pippen couldn't put up points.
Yeah. Right. He could score.
He could score.
That just wasn't what he was needed automatically to do. He was needed defensively to guard the best man every single night like he did. Yeah. So Jordan wouldn't have to.
Robert Horry, role player.
Yes. Great role player. Excellent.
Kenny Smith was a role player.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley was not a role player.
No.
He was the man. Shaquille O'Neal at some point became a role player.
Yeah.
He went over to Miami, although still dominant. He played a role behind Dwayne Wade.
I think a lot of people.
His dominant years were coming to an end at that point.
After that championship, it was done.
Nobody averaged in the playoffs that championship run?
17.6. I don't know.
Like 13 points a game. This is my favorite player of all time. Anybody who knows me knows this.
That's
D Wade was a absolute monster in those playoffs. D Wade averaged like 36 or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Shaq gladly played the background on that.
And the Shaq comparison to Kobe.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the comparison with Shaq and Kobe?
Well, it's to diminish Kobe.
But why even draw that comparison?
It's to diminish Kobe and elevate Shaq, which nobody has ever tried to deny what Shaq was to the Lakers.
Not a soul.
You can't.
It's impossible. It's impossible to deny what Shaquille O'Neal was.
Who in their right mind is saying that Shaq was not dominant in that time? He was more dominant than anybody.
Nobody.
But he told you guys
he can't
in the interview, this wasn't no Robin right here, bro.
Right.
He wasn't no Robin.
Right.
This dude was just as much of a Batman as I was. But people want to put their own spin and narrative to it. But it's crazy. It's like you see those things, you like.
You can't compare Shaq.
No.
Okay, so stop trying to compare.
And nobody's diminishing him. But why do it? Why do it in the name of diminishing another great?
D Hunt say he calling and can't get through. We need to talk to D Hunt.
Man.
We need to talk to the dude. I need some splaining.
Put that Obama phone down.
I need some splaining.
Or go old school and go get 4 quarters and head your butt to a telephone booth.
Pay phone calls. Golly. I remember when they rose it from a quarter to 35 cents. Remember that? I was like, damn, man, I got to bring a dime with me every time.
Dime with me every time.
Look, got all these quarters. Got to bring dimes now too.
We spend most of our time talking sports, trying to compare past greats with former greats. I mean, we even try to compare the teams. This team couldn't win this many games back in the day or in the day.
We have another one on the page. Barry or Bo.
Barry or Bo. Come on, man.
I mean, at that point, it's preference. At that point, it's preference. Because if you ask me the question, I'm gonna take Barry all day. I mean, he's just
everybody's gonna take Barry. Everybody's gonna take Barry.
I mean, he's a lot healthier also.
Everybody's gonna take Barry.
Everybody's gonna take Barry.
Yeah.
But Bo would have to have 10 straight seasons.
It's not gonna happen.
And it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
We can't compare that little sample size to Barry's
what
career.
Shakira say? Hips don't lie.
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. If some of you girlfriends or wives start comparing their exes to you, you'll want the comparisons to stop real quick.
Yeah. Fast.
Especially if they was honest, because sometimes I think they be lying. Right. Oh, baby, you the best. Yeah, okay. Don't get your little feelings hurt.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Let the ball bounce.
I'm just giving you my version of the Nita Baker. The best that I got.
The best that I got. Yeah. Nita.
That's all I can give you.
Well, we saw the best of what Summer League had to offer.
Yes, sir.
Last night, Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And they still got Dirty Cuz.
Oh my God.
Playing for the Memphis Grizzlies and Grayson Allen.
Dirty Cuz.
Dog, he dirty. And he almost got a tech in the championship game, fouling the way he do.
Dog, he's so, that's a dirty. Oh, he's dirty, bro. I don't even, there's no other word for him.
I mean, he makes you not like him more in person.
He really does, man. Dude, dirty, man. He hit some key buckets, though. I ain't gonna even front. He hit some key buckets. And me and Dre, we were sitting there, and we were saying, he's a Florida dude, but I didn't know exactly what city he was from. So I Googled it, and I'm like, Jacksonville, Duval County. That's why.
No wonder you
there you have it. He's from Duval.
It makes sense now.
It all makes sense. I knew he was a Florida dude. I knew he was from Florida.
But Duval County, though.
Duval. Yeah, that's where he's from.
Yeah, they pretty ignorant.
It's stupid.
and he probably was,
that's all he played with.
Yeah.
And cats tried to punk him.
Yeah.
And he went up under a few cats.
Yeah.
And he squared up on them when they got up. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. I did it.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
So, his reputation precedes him.
Man.
But no one would do what he does to them to him. We seen him score a couple of layups untouched.
Yeah, untouched. Like he walked down the lane and nobody challenged him. I'm like, what the?
Nah, he's supposed
dog,
to at least get an elbow in his chest.
I'd have hit him right in his sternum, bro.
Like,
I know what I would have done.
Right.
Dog, I'd have hit him right in his sternum.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse than a dirty player.
I'm coming down with the chop.
Yeah. You gonna feel it?
So let's name some dirty players now in today's league.
Oh boy.
Big ups to Memphis Grizzlies for winning 2019 NBA Summer League championship last night over at Thomas and Mack.
Does that precedes them to being a playoff team this upcoming season?
Bro, it was two people out there who were definitely gonna make that team.
Yeah.
And one of them's already on the team, and that's Jackson.
Yeah.
And then who they were chanting, or who a young female was chanting.
Barry.
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah.
That was the one that was behind us.
But it was a female chanting for the draft pick. What was his name? Ja. She was like,
Yeah.
I want Ja.
Yeah, I want Ja, is what she said. I want Ja.
So who are some of the dirty players in today's league?
In today's league,
Right now.
we gotta go CP3.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, CP3 dirty, bruh.
Yeah.
CP3 dirty, bruh.
If you saw that montage that I posted the other day on CP3.
dirty, dog.
Really?
Or somebody posted.
Yeah.
Man, CP3
He's
did some dirty
bro.
stuff, man.
He's dirty, bro.
Okay, hold on.
It looked like we got a caller, man, and we call him Angry Cuz. D Hunt, are you there, sir?
What's up?
What's up with you?
How y'all doing, man?
The meat was popping.
Nuke,
Hey, man,
Angry
y'all know
Cuz
y'all get
Hunter.
Man, y'all know y'all get my blood boiling with this Scottie Pippen talk, man.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you.
I need some
man.
explanation, bro. I really do, man, because
I caught
it's
the middle.
yeah, it's going over my head, brother.
We need to know.
I need explanations.
We need to
man.
know.
I caught the middle of the conversation.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying about Scottie Pippen is when I compared him to Andre Iguodala, they're both 6'8" wiry defenders.
Wiry.
That had ball handling skills.
Right.
Yeah. They're both wiry defenders.
Right.
Now Scottie Pippen did certain things better than him, a little bit better. But we never really got to see Andre Iguodala's full game because he always played with like Allen Iverson and he played with the Splash Brothers. So he always had to just come in and do his job. But if you watch him handle the ball, like in certain instances in the NBA even, he looks like a modern-day Scottie Pippen. That's what Scottie Pippen will look like if he played today.
So Demetrius.
Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying he's better.
Okay.
I'm saying they are similar.
Okay.
So let me take
the way
this.
I was gathering it, you were saying that they were like the same, like Andre Iguodala.
If you took Andre Iguodala and threw Andre Iguodala back to the 90s and put him on a team with Michael Jordan, we would be talking about Andre Iguodala in the same light we'll be talking about like we talk about Scottie.
No,
Absolutely.
absolutely. That's why I gotta cut you off, brother. That's why I gotta cut you off. That's why I gotta cut you off.
Go ahead.
No, brother. Because let's just look at superlatives, right? Let's just look at superlatives alone. We're not going to even talk about their play. Let's look at the superlatives. Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen voted to eight all NBA teams. 8.
Hold on, wait. Can I stop you right there?
Please do.
You're bringing up accolades. I'm talking about game.
Well,
everybody, we're talking about game on the floor. We're not talking about accolades.
I was going to get to that, but let's talk about accolades, though. Let's talk about accolades.
Okay.
8 all NBA teams. 10 all defensive teams. 10.
I'll give
Count
you
them
that.
for Scottie.
I'll give you that.
That means the coaches and his peers thought better of him than you do. These are the people that played against him and coached against him every single day. Andre Iguodala, 0 all NBA teams. None. Not 1. 2 all defensive teams. So they thought he was a really good defender, one of the top 15 in the league twice in his 14-year career.
Okay, so wait, stop. Let's stop there. Scottie Pippen played basketball at a time when it wasn't many guys doing what he did at that position. Now, in today's NBA, I can name 10 guys that can do what Scottie Pippen does.
Okay.
So he came along at a time when no one else was doing what he did at his size.
Is that his fault?
We always called him big ball handler. No, I'm not blaming him. I'm saying that how you're breaking down the accolades, but at the same time, Andre Iguodala played in the NBA with LeBron James. He played in the NBA with a Kawhi Leonard. He played in the NBA with a Paul George. Scottie Pippen didn't see those kind of players.
What?
Now, wait a minute.
Hall of Famers back then?
Now, hey, wait.
So
name me a Hall
Andre-
of Famer from the 3 spot right now.
Andre Iguodala
Name-
has one defensive first team
1, yeah.
and one defensive second team.
Yeah.
So he did have a defensive team.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, but he's playing in the NBA where the guys are much better. If he played in the 90s he would have more than 2 defensive teams. You see what I'm saying? So now, like we said, we're comparing errors. We are comparing errors. Now, wait, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You sat there and told me that all his peers respected him in this high regard, right?
Yeah.
So how did Scottie Pippen make a top 50 all-time great team and they leave Dominique Wilkins off?
Good question.
Political.
Good question.
Because
looking back on it, it's a lot of
Dave
people that
DeBusschere shouldn't have been on
that team, bro.
Neither should Cousy.
It's a lot of people that shouldn't have been in that top 50
on there. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but look, y'all talking in this like Scottie Pippen is a bona fide perennial all-star, right? If we had to redo that list again today, Scottie Pippen would be nowhere close to that.
Oh no, yes he would.
You know what? In a sense, though, I'll agree with D Hunt on that. In a sense,
D Hunt.
In a sense,
D Hunt.
But I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this.
Bill Bradley and Dave DeBusschere would not be on the All 50 team.
And Billy Cunningham.
There's a lot of folks that wouldn't be on that list.
So I think we would have to cut at least 15 of those guys, right?
Oh, we've done it.
We've done it. Oh yeah.
Right. So when you cut your list down, was Scottie Pippen still on that?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Scottie Pippen was still on the list.
And this is with adding a KG.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Did we add Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Did we add Kawhi Leonard?
No, we didn't.
No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we did.
Wait a minute. Did we add a Chris Paul?
I think we added.
I think we added Chris Paul.
I think we swapped him and Cousy.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, we swapped Chris Paul and Cousy. Yeah.
Did we add someone over Steve Nash?
Steve Nash wouldn't
is
be
not
on
the 50.
Steve Nash wouldn't be
Steve
on the
Nash is not
to
on
me,
the
he wouldn't be
original
on
50.
He wouldn't be on the second 50 in my opinion.
But we're talking about accolades, right?
Sure.
Steve Nash is a 2-time MVP.
That's
of the
skewed.
league,
That's skewed.
right?
That's skewed.
Now, wait.
That is skewed.
Well, we can say the same.
We can say
the same thing about Scottie
He
Pippen.
got it though.
We can say the same thing.
Yeah.
What's skewed about his accolades? He showed you that he was one of the best defenders ever. He showed you that.
Okay, let's go to your thinking, D Hunt. Just straight game. Let's go straight game. Forget the accolades.
Forget the accolades. Like he said,
Scottie Pippen would be on there.
I don't compare. Okay, wait a minute. Now wait, Donnell, hold on. Wait. Now we got a player like Draymond Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
After every game, the media comes stick microphones in his face, right? To me, if Draymond Green played on the Sacramento Kings, no one would care about Draymond Green.
Right.
It wouldn't be like he's getting this star. That's what I'm saying about Scottie Pippen. Why is he the only all-star that gets superstar treatment?
They're not the same.
But they do the same thing for their team.
Right.
Robert Horry is a star role player. Scottie Pippen was a star role player. Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP.
Robert Horry wasn't no star,
MVPs
bro.
Scottie Pippen?
Robert Horry wasn't no star, bro.
But I'm talking. He's a star for what he did.
No, he's
the big shot Bob.
He averaged 9 points a game. He's not a star.
No, but he's a star in terms of what he did in terms of hitting shots.
No
one has ever hit big shots like him.
He hit big shots. Yes.
He made it.
Yes.
We know him as a star of hitting big shots. We know Scottie Pippen as a star of shutting down the team's next best player. We don't know Scottie Pippen as a star of taking the game over or a star scorer. We know Scottie Pippen as a star at
he played with a guy that did that.
Joe Dumars get the same. Joe Dumars get the same type of deal. He played beside Scottie. Go ahead.
Let me do that. Let me say it like this. Scottie Pippen not only shut down the other team's best player, he also gave you 20 a night.
Hey, for a career, hold on, wait a minute. For a career, Scottie Pippen averaged 16 points,
16.1,
5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can name 10 players that average 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. You know the difference is? 9 of those players didn't play with Michael Jordan. So if you play with Michael Jordan, you're going to look a little bit better. If you play with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, you're going to look a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Iggy is better. I'm saying they do the same thing in a different time frame. That's all I'm saying.
But we saw Scottie Pippen post Michael Jordan take his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. We saw that. We saw him do that.
So
as the star of the team.
So stop right there. Okay, so stop right there. So if you're saying that, and that's the major accomplishment he had, you might as well go ahead and put Paul George on your list too, because Paul George has already did that, carrying the team by himself.
Yeah, but he didn't take him to the Eastern Conference.
I don't think he went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No.
Yeah, I think didn't they play the
second round?
That was the second round, bro.
Okay,
they couldn't get past Cleveland.
Yeah, they couldn't get past Cleveland.
Okay, but we're talking about getting past the best player in basketball at the time. But I get what.
Right. Yeah, it's
D Hunt. You there? Demi.
Got that Boost Mobile. Come on, D Hunt.
You there, D Hunt? You there? Look, man. Back in the 90s.
Call us back, D Hunt.
With my observation, weren't they more defensive minded?
Sure. It was a more defensive minded game, absolutely. And he did. He led the Blazers to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
here?
but he's going to tell you he had Rasheed Wallace, Deadlift Shrimp,
Right.
Damon Stoudemire, Steve Smith, Sabonis. You know, he's going to tell you all of those players.
Why do we diminish a star because he had great teammates?
Right.
That's another thing I can't stand.
Yeah.
That's another thing I can't stand. Just because he had Michael Jordan, just because he had Detlef,
he still got to play.
Those players still got to do their role, and he still has to do theirs.
Here's the thing, though, and
I don't get that.
It's cliche, but Jordan did not win without Scottie Pippen, bro. He was getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs year after year after year until 1987 when they drafted this dude named Scottie Pippen out of Central Arkansas. It kept happening. He kept getting slapped.
And
so what are we really saying
here? And they were
here?
getting slapped with him until he really put his game on the other level.
Come on, bro.
We seen Scottie Pippen grow up in front of our eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've seen a player come in with, you know what? They had, and I got to be honest, they had high expectations for Settles that played for the Bulls.
Yes.
But he didn't pan out.
Yes.
And then they drafted Scottie Pippen from Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
Peep this, though. They had high expectations for Scottie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he exceeded those expectations.
Yeah, he did.
You may want to call him the first
He did.
to exceed expectations for a guy.
And Mickey, we'll check on that. The Eastern Conference Final, 2013, Miami, Indiana. We'll check on that. Because if that happened, by all means. But Scottie did it in not only in the East, he did it in the West as well. Leading that Portland team to the Western Conference Finals as well. So
I just see a lot more.
They traded Scottie for Olden Polynice went
Boy.
to.
That's crazy. That's
now,
insane.
do you think Olden Polynice would have panned out with Michael Jordan in Chicago like Scottie Pippen did? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
First of all, his name is Olden Polynice. It's number one.
And this man got arrested for posing as a police officer.
Unbelievable.
Years ago. Wow.
That's crazy.
So we were talking about.
So Indiana took the Miami Heat to Game 7.
Yes.
To Game 7
2013.
In 2013, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Eastern Conference
In
Finals.
the Eastern Conference
There
Finals.
you go.
Yep.
Stand corrected.
Hey,
Stand corrected.
but what happened?
He did it.
They lost.
They lost.
They lost in the final game, 99-76.
Was that blew out too. Was that the game where Paul George took Bron off the bounce and banged on him, and then the following play, or was that was during that series though? I don't know if it was in Game 7.
Series, if it was
Took him to the bucket, banged on him and won. Then LeBron came back, had the ball at the top of the key, and dropped PG off at the bucket. I think it was during that series, but it wasn't that game.
Probably was.
I don't think it was the last game.
I don't think it was that Game 7. But it was an epic battle between the two. They was kind of going back and forth a little bit.
I get where he's
Absolutely,
coming.
Nick, you're absolutely correct.
I get where he's coming from, athletic wise, and defensive, grindiness. I get it.
They're comparable.
But they are comparable.
Yeah.
Paul George was 19-4 in that.
He averaged 19 points, 4 assists.
No, 19.4.
Oh,
19, actually 5 assists.
5 assists. 19.4 points, 5 assists in that series.
But I don't think if you take Iguodala and pair him up with Michael Jordan back in the 90s, that they still win those championships. That does not happen. I don't see that.
I'm really not. Because Andre Iguodala, again, has not been an elite defender in this league, but twice. Considered an elite defender in this league twice.
I think he was considered an elite defender. He just didn't get recognized but twice.
Okay.
I think looking back at his game, he's always been a great
He's always been a solid defender, yes.
But the 2 times that he was recognized, I guess he played on the elite status that year, those 2 years.
Gotcha.
But I think Andre Iguodala always played defense.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dismiss and say he just never played defense. No.
But to get on here and say that he never really had an opportunity to be the man of his team because he always played with stars is wrong. Because Allen Iverson was on his way out when Iggy was coming in. And what more of an opportunity than to show who's going to be the next man in charge than then?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. You on with Dre Bailey,
Goose Thomas,
and Bill Blockham Logan. Caller. Is this the meet?
Andre Bailey. I hate to keep trolling you guys, but we got just disconnected.
It's all right, man.
It's not a troll.
It's all right, man.
It's not a troll, brother.
We didn't finish the conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, man. First of all, man, I love what you, Dre, and Bill are doing, man.
Yes,
this
indeed.
is good, man.
Yes,
This is good
indeed,
stuff,
man.
man. I really
And before people jump off on a tangent, Demetrius Hunter is our friend, guys. This is our friend, bro. He's a friend of the show. He's been on the show. Me and Demetrius have been friends since that first day. He took me to the bucket at the North Las Vegas Rec when I was in 7th grade. He's been my friend ever since then.
He was taking us as grown men when he was like 13.
Believe me,
straight up. Absolutely not, man. We just talking sports, man. We just talking sports, man.
This is straight up passion and love, and I love doing it. But back to the Scottie Pippen thing, though, Donnell. My question is, why is Scottie Pippen the only player that was an all-star that gets superstar type treatment? I don't understand that. If you look at the numbers, they don't add up.
You talking about in that era or just period?
No, I'm talking period. When people got this perception in their heads or their minds of Scottie Pippen, like he was one of those top 50 guys for real. And everybody is entitled to an opinion. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm saying, when you look at this picture, it doesn't add up because what did Scottie Pippen do with the Blazers?
Took them to the Western Conference Finals.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you another question. Who was the best player on that team?
I mean,
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, I mean, before Scottie got there, yeah.
They had Stoudemire, Steve Smith. They had a couple of Sabonis.
They had some bodies over there, bro.
But when Scottie arrived, he wasn't even the best player hands down on that team. No way. So that's what I'm saying. If you're a top 50 player,
he was the best defender.
He was later into his career too. Rasheed Wallace was young.
You see what I'm saying, Dre? Like you said, he was the best defender. He's always been the best defender. Andre Iguodala has always been a great defender. But for some reason,
not the best.
We overlook. No, but what I'm saying. But then again, to me, Dre, that's an error argument because Scottie Pippen was doing what he did before everybody else. He's the pioneer of the 6'8" ball handler defender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now everybody's doing that.
Okay. So let me tell you. Well, let me answer the first question. You said why was he getting superstar status as an all-star? It just didn't add up.
I think he wanted to say as a role player.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Well, so, no. I'm gonna say okay. Now, would you agree that it's a difference between a superstar and an all-star?
Yeah. There's definitely a difference.
Okay. So I call Scottie Pippen an all-star player. I don't call him a superstar player.
Okay.
The dream team was superstars. But go ahead, I hear you.
This is why I think people give Scottie Pippen the superstar aura level.
And he was on that team too.
Yeah, that people are giving him.
See?
This is why. Because we've seen Scottie in big games do big things, not disappear at all.
Yep.
In big games, he did big things.
In terms of what?
Offensively,
When you say big
defensively, doing anything and
Anything you needed him
everything to help his team win, he did it.
Big
And
shots,
and-
big
okay,
stops.
So
He's
That
done it.
means play every position from 1 to 5 defensively. Guard them. That means even play every position offensively. Even when Michael Jordan wasn't on the floor, he brought the ball up. He was the point guard.
Yeah.
He shot the ball good from deep. He was the shooting guard.
Yeah.
He got rebounds and made outlets. He was the small forward. He even went into the post and body dudes down low for easy buckets.
Scottie was strong, bro.
now, have we not seen the same thing from a 6'8" Draymond Green?
No.
Not to that level.
No.
He's done.
He has no post.
Everything.
He has no post game whatsoever.
Wait.
None.
He's done damn near everything in terms of defending 1 through 5, making the pass when it counts, scoring a bucket when it counts, making the right pass when it counts. He's done damn near everything Scottie Pippen did, but in a different situation. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Scottie Pippen. I'm not saying Andre Iguodala is better than Scottie Pippen.
Athletic
But
wise.
these type of players, they all are puzzle piece guys. Now, some guys are built to be superstars. Some guys are built to be all-stars. I think Scottie Pippen is an all-star in my opinion.
Ooh.
I don't think he's built to be on the dream team.
Scottie was a
Because
big puzzle
left-
piece, bros. That was a
they
huge
left
puzzle
two-
piece, bro.
Donnell, they left 2 players off the dream team that should hands down be on it.
And who was that?
Isaiah Thomas and Dominique Wilkins.
Yep.
Both of those players should be on the dream team. Those
Hold
were
on.
true superstars.
And Larry Bird should not have been on the
Larry
team.
Bird shouldn't have been there.
Let's keep it 1,000 wow.
Larry Bird shouldn't have been there.
Larry Bird should not have been on the team because
Brokeback Mountain himself
Brokeback
should not have been on that team.
Mr. Pale Ryder himself, Brokeback Mountain, back was already in a sling.
Jerry Colangelo was not going to let that happen.
Stockton,
Yeah, of course.
Wait,
yeah,
of
of course.
We know that.
Hold on, wait. Okay.
Stockton should
Now,
not have
please
made
ask.
it. Stockton should not have been on that team over Isaiah Thomas. Also,
Y'all know I'm a John Stockton.
Chris
fan.
Chris Mullin should not have been on that team
Yeah.
over Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah. So if you want to take somebody off,
So you're taking players off that clearly carry the team. Chris Mullin clearly carry a team.
He carried a bad team, too, though, and so did Kevin Love when he was over in Minnesota.
I'm trying to think where he carried them to. Like we can say somebody carried a team, but exactly where did Chris Mullin carry the Golden State Warriors to?
Hey, but that's what I'm saying. When Scottie Pippen was by himself, where did he actually carry the Bulls to?
To the Eastern
The
Conference
Eastern
Finals.
And a bad call away from going to the finals.
And a horrible call away from going to the finals. Now let's flip it.
This is how.
Let's flip
Go
it
ahead.
because we can't just dismiss the fact that Chris Mullin had 2 other players over there with him. We can't dismiss that because if we saying that he carried somebody, we'd be lying because he had 2 other what we would deem stars with him, and one of them is actually in the Hall of Fame in Richmond.
And who did Scotty have on that team? On that Chicago team,
yeah, that 95
Pete
team.
Myers.
Pete Myers.
Hey,
Stop it.
hold on, wait,
Man.
y'all not respecting Tony Kukoc at all.
Oh
right
no,
now.
it's no
Now look.
disrespect to Tony Kukoc, but
y'all
hold on, let's flip it. In that 92 Barcelona matchup when they played against Croatia, who did they put Scottie Pippen on? Tony Kukoc.
Oh, he put him on Tony Kukoc.
How many points did Tony Kukoc score in that game?
Hey, I will never sit here and debate you.
This is
that
what I'm
Scottie Pippen
saying.
wasn't a savage. I would never sit here and debate you whether Scottie Pippen is not a savage defender. But what I will debate you on is Scottie Pippen being the superstar type player that carried a team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, look, we can all agree that Phil Jackson is one of the greatest coaches ever, right?
I think he's overrated. That's just
And he
me.
know. Oh, okay, but why?
That's
is he
another.
overrated? Because
That's
he
another
coached him and Kobe?
conversation. He coached
Okay, but we're gonna stick to the script.
him.
Okay.
Ron Harper, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. We can go down the list.
Okay. See,
We
now
can go
they
down the
all-
list.
they
I don't
all-
think that. I don't think
Hey,
that.
we
I thought he was
may
good
have a
coach.
different opinion in that. That's just me though.
Hey, see, my thing. The reason why I give Phil Jackson the great one of the greatest coaches to ever live tag is because he is a manager of egos. But I'm gonna say where
Okay.
I'm going, so I'm gonna get off track.
I think Pop did
Scottie
that well
Pippen
too.
played for the year Jordan set out. Phil Jackson had a timeout,
Here
and
we
he
go.
drew the final play call up
Okay.
for Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Now, what great coach would draw a play up for the second best guy?
want me to
Because
tell
he
you why?
looked at the
If he
matchups.
respects
Yeah.
you on this.
It's matchups. It's matchups,
Oh,
D
come
Hunt.
on. Hey,
I'm gonna tell you this. Scottie Pippen was a better transition 3-point shooter than Tony Kukoc. Right?
Hey.
A spot
I
shooter.
think he was a better spot shooter, a better transition shooter.
Okay.
Right? Tony
But-
Kukoc was better coming off of screens. In that instance, you got you in a half court set. If I'm a coach and I'm in a half court set, I'm looking at the dude that can come off screens and be able to create room for himself to shoot the basketball. Tony Kukoc was a 7-footer that can launch from 24 feet. I'm going with
Okay,
that
now here we
dude.
go.
That's just me though.
Okay. Now, this just me and how I'm looking at this picture. Scottie Pippen may be the only great small forward that the ball don't go to in the clutch if you're making that argument, because the ball is going to Paul George, the ball is going to Carmelo Anthony, the ball is going to LeBron James, the ball is going to Tracy McGrady, the ball is going to James Worthy. All of these small forwards.
Where the ball went to
is
Donyell
going
Marshall
to-
in one of those instances, so you're not
But
telling
I'm
the
saying
complete truth.
one of the greatest coaches ever lived drew up the play call, and he drew it up for Tony because I think he knows that Scottie Pippen is not built to do that.
Okay, so
He's
then,
built for a role.
okay, and the same coach that drew up a play and told Michael Jordan to give it to Steve Kerr. All righty then.
No, Dre. But look, that play was drawn up for Michael Jordan. It was a broken play, and he kicked it.
Okay.
We all know Michael Jordan was going to get a bucket.
Okay.
But in the huddle, Michael Jordan said, "I'm gonna pass it to you." And what did Steve
If
Kerr
they
say?
open, if they
If they
double me,
They double
open.
me.
be ready.
Be ready.
I will
Steve
be.
Kerr said, "I'm gonna shoot it. And I'm gonna make it."
All day.
Hey,
Because Jordan knew he
made
was
the
gonna get
LeBron
double.
James. Hey, you know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
If Steve Kerr would have missed that shot, everybody would have been on Michael Jordan's head about that shit. Like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? And
Right.
that's why I know that ball was supposed to go through Mike.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
of course it
Everything
was.
went
But I'm
through
not gonna
Mike.
hold y'all no longer. I know y'all got other callers calling in, man. Y'all
Appreciate you,
keep doing what y'all
D.
doing, bro.
All
Me.
love, baby.
All
All
right,
love.
bro.
No, appreciate you, homie.
Will, hey, wait, hold on, one more thing. Will Logan, I don't know what happened, but we got disconnected on Facebook. I'll never see you on there no more, my brother.
Oh, I hit you up.
I
I hit you up. I hit you up,
I'll
one.
send you a friend request.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, dog.
All right.
Yes,
Later.
indeed,
D
man.
Hunt
What a
in the
call
building,
by
man.
D Hunt, man. I mean, look, we got passionate folks that love to debate sports, bro. This is passion. This is not I'm gonna outdo you. This is not my opinion trumps yours. This is a passion that we all have and we all display on a daily basis. We love this ish.
And he made
Period, bro.
and he made our point.
Absolutely,
Stop
man.
comparing
Yes.
players, man, because
Yeah.
that's where it just gets ugly.
Yeah.
You comparing
Absolutely.
Iguodala to Pippen.
Yeah.
You comparing Kukoc to Steve Kerr. Like, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Get
Excellent call.
Let Pippen live on the accolades that he deserved during his time.
Absolutely.
And let's not diminish the
Yeah.
accolades that he's
Sure.
done during his tenure
Sure.
in Chicago, Houston, and Portland.
So are we saying a role player that played along Michael Jordan couldn't be a superstar? That's kind of that's kind of ludicrous.
Look,
I think
I go back to when Lamar Odom played alongside Kobe Bryant. Anybody in a right frame of mind that watches basketball a little bit,
just a little.
You don't have to watch it a whole lot. You don't have to be a league pass junkie like we are.
The way I am.
You don't have to be that. But if you watched a little bit with Lamar Odom and Kobe Bryant, you can easily come up with, man, Kobe needed Lamar. If you watched a little, you could say, dang, Kobe needed Powell. But when you flip it, you could say, dang, Lamar and Powell sure needed Kobe. Cause when let's take it back to that game 7 against the Boston Celtics. Kobe was shooting the ball horrific from the field. I think he was like 6 of 20. It was just horrible. Just had a horrible night from the field. Not only did he forget totally that he was shooting bad, he went down and helped Lamar Odom and Pau Gasol rebound the basketball to the tune of 17 of them things, give or take. It was a high number.
Yeah, I think it was 15.
15. Okay, he helped his front court rebound. That's what separates good dudes from great dudes. Hey man, I'm having a bad night shooting, but you know what I can do? I can help y'all rebound the basketball down here. That's the least I can do.
I'm a trust.
Yes.
Somebody that y'all would never think I would trust.
Never.
Hit that thing.
Hit that thing. Ron Artest. Meta.
A lot of people that say Kobe didn't have that in him.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm just not going to diminish anybody's accolades that
you can't.
Yes, they are similar players. Yes, they do have similarities in skill set, defensively and offensively. Could each play in each era? Yes, but would they still have the same impact? Would it be the same impact?
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
What I'm saying? I mean, we talked a little bit about that dream team. In my opinion, it should have been at least 4 or 5 of them dudes. Not on the team.
Now I'm a John Stockton guy.
And what you talked about,
so it hurts.
A week ago, is chemistry too.
It's chemistry,
absolutely.
bros.
Absolutely.
You can be the greatest player in the world, but if you're not vibing with the rest of your dudes on the court,
absolutely.
You ain't gonna win. You might get your numbers,
sure,
but you're not gonna win.
And for that team, we talking about the Barcelona '92 team. For that team, John Stockton was the best fit for that team. Is he better than Zeke Thomas?
Absolutely
not, bro. He's not a better basketball player than Isaiah Thomas, bro. Like, we know this.
And I don't even necessarily believe that, he was a better fit for that team. I think that Isaiah could have did exactly what Stockton did.
I just think
and more.
And you're probably right. So I'm not going to just diminish you, but I'm saying from a team aspect and really, really getting others off, like that was John Stockton's MO.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily Zeke's MO.
Well, they brought him on to get Karl Malone the ball. That's the only reason they put him on that team.
Yeah. And look, Charles Barkley ended up being the leading scorer for
that
the team.
Part. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio on, man. You're on with Dre Bailey.
It's Thomas.
And Bill Blockham Logan. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
See, Matt, what's going on?
What up? Did you get why I said you was crazy, bro?
See Matt in the
Okay.
Our guy, see Matt in the building, man. Yes, indeed.
That's why I said don't go through my video rolls, bro. Don't you do it.
No, but Bill, it was a response to his clapback, so I had to kind of double back.
Oh yeah,
on it.
you man, that double-breasted three-piece suit, man.
Yikes. That's tough.
Yo,
Lord.
I want to give a shout out. To Demetrius because my brother was passionate.
Absolutely.
I mean, he really. And you know, it's interesting. I wonder to you. You guys know him. That's your good friend.
Yes,
I want to
indeed.
ask this question to Bill. Is that Quan turn up the music in my ear? I'm gonna get it.
No. You good.
No, you good.
Same level.
No, I'm just joking. Now, do you think his point to diminish Pippen was to elevate Jordan? Because that's what I was trying to figure out. Was it more to shine Jordan?
I mean, he did mention that anybody that played with Michael Jordan is automatically going to be this, type deal. But, I mean, we only seen
One.
him and Michael Jordan
That's
together.
it.
We don't know if that's the case. We don't know. We'll never know that.
Brad Sellers was supposed to be.
He sure was. He
And
sure
did not.
was.
Right.
Yeah.
He sure
Yeah.
was.
That's right.
That's
So-
why they drafted him.
So to Bill's point, that's right. That's right. To Bill's point about diminishing players to elevate other players, it's like we've all been to pro games. We've all been there. We've all been to Pee Wee League. We've all been to college games. The eye test when you're a hooper,
Yeah.
you know when you're looking at the court who is the best. Like you go to Laker games for 15 years when Kobe was playing. Best player on the floor. You just know it.
Yeah.
Best player on the team.
Yeah.
KG when he was with Minnesota. Well, one second, I got some noise there.
No.
My point is, why are we taking the stats and angles? We know better. We
Yeah.
kind of know
We do.
when the player is as great as he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so to diminish players on that level, I think is, to Bill's point, I've been caught up doing it myself. So I'm not.
We all have.
We all have, bro.
We've all done it, But to the point of some players like the Bird in the Dream Team and Chris Mullin, there's some things that just because you made it, we just know ain't right. You know what I'm saying? We just know some players just don't deserve it.
Absolutely. It's
Right.
what it is.
Right.
We just kind of know. We can't go back to the stats, but like with Steve Nash, we know he shouldn't have had two
No way.
back-to-back
No
MVPs.
way. Absolutely not.
We know that. And we people will run to that though. But he got that award. But let's just be human about it and say that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like Jordan, I mean, Kobe and this whole thing on the page, and I always throw it out there too, joking to folks about their God, right?
Yeah.
Kobe and LeBron and Jordan.
Yeah.
Why are we diminishing these two great players? LeBron and Kobe, excuse me.
Yeah.
These two great players who are just, I don't even know, man, great
It's great.
in their own right.
Yeah,
We
it's
got to
great.
stop doing that. So,
Gotta stop doing
that was my little spot. I want to just shout out to you guys and shout out to Demetrius if you're listening.
Yes, indeed.
Bro, we was getting a good laugh on the thread there with him. But always love what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out. But love the show and God bless.
Appreciate
All
you,
right,
C.
brother.
Matt
Matt.
in the building.
See Matt, man.
Yes, sir.
All love, baby.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. That's what we do. We
Yes,
give
sir,
you guys
yeah.
the best of Sports Talk Radio, and we allow you to have a voice.
Yes, indeed, man.
Yeah, man.
The
This platform
man.
it is here,
It's a beautiful
man. Let
thing,
the ball
man.
bounce. Sports Talk Radio every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. You guys have anything lasting to say before we get out of here, man?
My last thing is about our running back.
Uh-oh.
Bad timing, bro. Bad timing.
What were you thinking?
that's tough.
Ezekiel
Bad timing.
Elliott.
That's tough. Well, him along with Jadeveon Clowney,
Ooh.
Jadeveon Clowney not accepting his franchise tenure to the tune of $14.9 million, I believe.
Yeah, but he
He
wants an
a new
extension.
deal. He wants a new deal. He wants a new deal, and we've talked about this constantly. With camp getting ready to break open here within the next 2 weeks. We talked about this constantly with football. Make these contracts guaranteed, bro. Like, stop it already, man.
These dudes are literally scared
Come
to
on.
play on a franchise tag because if they get injured,
It's a wrap. They're
You're
not
not
getting
getting
another
another
It's
contract.
not happening.
What happened with your guy over in Seattle that happened to?
Broke
last
his
year?
leg.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas.
yeah.
Playing on a franchise tag. doing the things right. Came into camp before camp broke.
But that's not going to work out for everybody.
Come on, bro.
That's not going to work out for
No.
everybody.
Hey, Pittsburgh Steelers, go holla at Jadeveon Clowney.
Man, look here,
That'll help.
boy. That'd be crazy. But they can't though.
No, we
They
can't.
can't because the Texans can tag them not once but twice.
Ain't that about
Yeah,
something?
yeah. dog, they
So
can do it.
we may see him pull another Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
No?
Hey man, look, if I'm these dudes and this is what is riding, all these dudes want is
Ooh.
security, bro.
Has he played up to his potential? Because Will Upchurch said he did. I think that Jadeveon Clowney, when he came into the league, he was
It was a little sketchy.
He
at
was a little
first.
sketchy at first. He got a little injury prone. But then when he came into his own, he is one of the sole reasons that defensive line is the way that it is with J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
He is a difference maker
Sure.
on the defensive
No question.
line.
No
Well,
question.
I think he has to do one more season, sort of in the same thing like
Yeah.
DeMarcus Lawrence did,
Okay.
because he got franchised last year,
Sure.
and he played on the tag.
Yeah.
He really didn't want to,
He didn't want to at
but
all.
he went through a clean season,
Yep.
and then now he just got his money.
He got his money now. Yeah.
So
It's-
sometimes you might have to play one more season, but it's tough.
It's tough,
It's
bro.
man.
It is so tough
Yeah.
when we talking about
now
this money,
Yeah.
bro. Like
And the game, because
just the game. Yes. I'm getting into a mini car crash every single play. We talking about 65 to 75, 80 times a game, depending on pace.
Whiplash.
Mini
If
car
he-
crash.
Whiplash.
He's coming off that edge. If he pops,
Oh my
if he pops an
God.
Achilles,
Achilles.
Oh my God, bro.
Even his knee, bros.
What
like
are we
somebody
talking
landing
about here, man?
or falling into his knee.
That's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough,
it's tough,
man. Ah, pay these dudes, man.
Please.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins got $85 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay these dudes.
Like,
man.
come on.
And you can't even touch him.
Yeah.
You can't even
Kirk
touch
Cousins
the
got
quarterbacks.
$85 million guaranteed.
But I hear some Dallas Cowboy fans say that Dak should take a hometown discount. What?
No.
For what?
I don't
Go
think
get your money.
anybody should take a
Go get
discount.
your money. If they offering you 22,
Get your money.
take 22.
Get your money,
If
man.
they offering you 20, take 20.
Would none of you guys want to take a
No.
hometown discount
No.
telling him to?
No.
No, not happening.
Yeah.
You got the chips, Jerry. Find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find it. Find it.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man, every Tuesday,
It's
6
easy to
p.m.
give the medicine, but can you swallow it?
Can you swallow?
Every Saturday, 2 p.m., man. To all you pimps out there, get your money.
Get your money, man. Get your money, man.
To all you hard-working citizens out there,
Get your money, man.
How they do it?
Ice Grill.
To all you ladies of leisures
the
walking the
collar.
street, get his money, man. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre
Your
Bailey.
man Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan in the
Yeah.
building, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. We appreciate everybody chiming in to meet C-Matt for giving us a call, man,
Yes,
here
sir.
at the radio show, man. And we love you guys, man. We appreciate you, man. Follow us at Let the Ball Bounce on all of the social media outlets, man. It makes no sense for you guys not to be listening to us. LTBB in the building, man. We'll see you guys Saturday at 2 p.m. And guess what, man? If you scared,
You better go to church.
and if you pastors, get your money.
Get your money.